One little thing right here, because it's not Mad Mage.
Oh, we'll have to get them DCIs at the end of the session.
Yeah.
What?
Exactly.
DCI numbers.
What is the difference in cast and then damage?
Cast is your 2-hit roll, and then damage is the amount of damage it does. But we are live now. Welcome to everybody to T-Rex versus D&D Live. Tonight we're playing Curse of Strahd with a bunch of new players. It should be interesting. I'm gonna pop out this chat, maybe. Oh,
did you link your Twitch?
yeah, it's T-Rex versus. I got the chat. Make that smaller. All right, if you guys want to introduce your characters who you're playing tonight, let's see. Let's start with on my screen, so it'll be Randy, and then Adrian, Mel, Celeste, Rika, Hawk, or Def. I can go over that again. Randy, can you introduce your character, please?
Yep. Hi, I'm Randy, and I'm playing Forgroth, Godson. It is a Arsamir Celestial Cleric running with the Grave Domain.
Okay. Adrian?
Hello, I'm Adrian, and I'm playing Gabrielle. She is a Hexblade Warlike Tiefling. Yeah.
Okay. You?
Mm-hmm.
Mel?
Mel, I'm playing Marari, a Dragonborn Ranger.
Let's see. Am I missing a picture for you? I think I am. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know what I did. Yep, I'm missing a picture for you. I've got Rika's picture on here and not yours.
Not the first time. Won't be the last.
But we have 2 Dragonborns in the party, so we can just picture them, and neither one of them have their face cam, so there's a Dragonborn on there. This little picture on the left-hand side that everybody can see, that's Rika Mari's miniature, the character he's playing tonight. Alright, so Celeste.
I am Celeste, and I will be playing Rianne, who is a Dragonborn Barbarian.
Okay.
And I am Def. I'm playing a character named Hawk. He's a Draugr dwarf, and my background is I was in the most elite boy band for the Draugr dwarfs. We were pretty famous. You might have heard of us. I don't know.
Dark Street Doors.
Kind of a big deal, huh?
We're kind of a big deal. We smell like rich mahogany. And I'm a bard, if you haven't noticed.
Storyteller for sure.
Def, I was going to ask you one other favor, and that's in the future, not tonight, of course, but in the future, if you could do the recaps from the previous week. I like to have the bard players do it, because when all the characters are kind of gone and departed, what we have left is whatever the bard story is. So that's just the way I like to do it.
I love it. Can I play to the music of Something About Mary?
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh my god.
They have the most
Whatever you feel like your story
music
needs to be put out there.
He's gonna ruin our image.
It's so ruined already.
That's great.
Something About Mary. Come on, guys.
All right, so I think we just got Rika left. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm Rika. I'm Rika Mari. I'm a fire genocide. I'm a sorcerer. I like to shoot fire.
From where, though?
From the tip of my blunt.
Not your bumhole. Okay.
No. What, am I supposed to say more? Is that it?
That's enough. Yeah. Your
Right.
picture's a little skewed, so I'm refixing.
Yeah, because he's farther away from the camera, so you can get a better view of him. But then he sits up close to the computer.
I'm sorry. Like,
It's okay. It's okay. I think it's better.
Not okay.
There's
He has bad
nothing on
posture.
this screen that's perfect. You know, this is our first go with this group. So as things go, every time it'll be a little better, hopefully.
Rika, I'm gonna need you to quit sucking, okay?
Linda, listen. I will set you on fire and not give two shits.
I know you will, and that's what scares me.
So, like, be careful. You've got a glimmer on your cape there. It might be catching on fire.
Is that an oil slick?
Yeah.
All right, give me just a second. Here, okay. You guys are actually going to start in the town of Daggerford, which is part of the Sword Coast. I know you've been told you're a part of this other adventure, but for right this minute, you're in Daggerford. Duchess Morwen of Daggerford is having guests for dinner, and you are invited. No strangers to Daggerford. You have come to the town's defense on more than one occasion, and you count Lady Morwen as a friend and benefactor. A cool autumn breeze blows through the streets as you make your way to the keep. As you dine on hot, spicy soup and tenderly cooked pheasant, you can tell that the Duchess seems more out of sorts than usual. Then a pall comes over the occasion as she voices her concern about a band of wayward travelers camped outside the town's walls. They seemed harmless at first, but Morwen has received reports that they have begun harassing townsfolk and other visitors as they come and go, demanding money and wine and threatening to put hexes on anyone who doesn't pay up. Yesterday, the Duchess ordered several guards to scare away the mysterious visitors. Couldn't get the job done. When the guards returned, they spoke sympathetically about the visitors. It seemed as if the guards had been magically charmed. Morwen doesn't want an armed conflict, but she aims to send a stern message to the visitors and ask you to deliver it on her behalf. If they don't leave before dawn, she says, I'll burn their wagons to the ground. So I put all that I just said in the chat. If there was anything that you guys missed, I think you can
That
scroll.
is so beneficial.
Right?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
In what chat?
And the Fantasy
In
Grounds
Fantasy
chat.
Ground.
Fantasy.
Oh, good, sweet.
So, just to clarify, we are arriving together already as a party.
That is correct. You are all
So we already know
together.
each other. Introductions have been done.
Right.
Sweet.
You guys have been together for a little while, but you haven't actually gone out and killed anything yet. You've just been hanging out together for the last few weeks.
In case anyone was not aware, me and Mel, Rianne and Mirari, they're sisters.
Oh, okay. No, I was not aware.
Okay. I figured I would let you guys know.
That is good to know.
Fantastic.
Let's see. So, after the dinner is over, would you like to go talk to these people? Or is
Yeah,
there-
I will go.
Hell yeah. Let's see what these hoodlums are up to.
all right.
I'm gonna take out my mandolin and start strumming
Excellent.
a little bit.
You're gonna play on our way over there like a funeral dirge, or what's going on?
I'm always fine tuning my craft.
So,
For
Give us,
death.
give us a subtle theme song as we're traveling.
Here we go.
Oh, goodness.
Here's one of the hits from when I was in my famous boy band.
Oh, goodness.
You guys may know this song. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do.
I feel like skipping.
And now all we need is Rika to start throwing up dazzling lights, and we'll just be a carnival sideshow walking to.
Yeah, I can do that. I can give us some lights.
All right.
We're gonna have our own soundtrack.
As you guys are heading out of Daggerford, you're passing by the guards on their towers, and you can see them looking out over this camp that's not too far away. It's kind of at the edge of your vision, but they are just up on a hill, right just outside of town. As you approach the camp, as the evening grows dark, you see a dozen men and women gathered around a crackling bonfire. The folks seem to be in good spirits. A few of them are singing and dancing around the fire, while others find happiness in their flasks and wineskins. 3 barrel-topped wagons are parked at odd angles, tied to a nearby tree. Grazing are half a dozen draft horses wearing bright coats with bangles and tassels.
How do I pull up my map?
Can I can I roll
I don't
perception?
have any maps up for this yet.
Oh, okay.
Perception roll. Which die is that?
Perception is if you're trained in it, you can just go to your skills page and next to perception there'll be a die. If you look at it, there's a little die all the way to the right there. Yeah, 21. Okay, what are you looking for?
I'll be trying to keep a keen eye on anything that's going to look out of the ordinary. Like, do the people have weapons strapped to them? Are they anything? Just oh god, what is the word I'm looking for? Out of the ordinary.
Out of place?
Out of place. Yeah. So I'm going to look for to make sure
It's not going to be a red wedding situation.
Exactly. Is it if everybody is actually looking calm, or are they just kind of like banding about and ready for a fight?
You're trying to figure out if this is a trap.
Any of the loyals?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Do they have hostile intention or not? How about that?
No, it doesn't look like they do have a hostile intent.
All right, I'll relax a little bit and stroll up in there.
Well, Lady Morwen just told us that she sent out guards to try and get these visitors to stop harassing people, and then they came back happy and like nothing was wrong.
Yeah.
So clearly, they're listening to my music.
Have we seen any of these guards? Like that she was talking about?
No, you didn't go looking for them before you left.
Can I make out any of the guards inside the group that's there right?
Say again?
Do I see maybe any of the guards that are in the group now? Like, are they drooling or enthralled or
No.
dancing naked against a tree?
Everybody here just seems to be having a good time. Probably going to talk to you. You're going to go ahead and walk on up to the camp?
Well, I want to go to the center of the crowd. Because,
Yes.
they may recognize me.
I'm gonna hang out on the outskirts and watch.
I'll walk up with the bard.
Okay.
I'll also walk up with the bard.
I'm hanging out with Rianne.
So
So
we've got
3 up and 3 back.
Yep.
looks that way. Got Rika, Randy, Daff going up. Mel, Celeste.
I push Forgrath a little bit away from me because he's taking attention away from me.
Hey, Gabrielle.
Okay.
One silver says they get jumped.
As you approach, a gentleman introduces himself. He says, "I'm Stanmir. Welcome to our camp. Would you like to sit and share our drinks tonight?"
Sure. Pour me a pint.
Looks like they're all having wine. Is that fun?
Pour me a glass.
Let me get your finest wine, hopefully vintage.
I'll pass. Not a big drinker.
Can I hear what is being said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they're getting jumped.
He's not trying to be quiet. So he asked you to introduce yourselves. And who are your friends hanging in the back there?
Cover blown.
I'm not trying to hide.
We just heard the music and all the laughing, and we're coming up and just wanted to see what was going on. I am Forgrath, Godson. That's right. You're in presence of a god.
Oh, Lord.
This is our very, 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 very band of merry men and dragons. This is the bard. He wanted to entertain you with a song.
As you probably
I'm
know,
rubbing my temples.
you've heard a lot of my hits before, so I decided maybe I could play a song for you guys, entertain the crowd. I'm sure there's some people who want my autograph.
Well, I'm not aware of you, but now's
Wait,
a good
what?
time to start becoming aware of you. Go ahead.
You've never heard of the famous Hawk?
I have
Dancing
not.
Draugrs.
No, I'm not going to play now. I walk away. I go back to the other, to Rianne and Gabriel.
You're not worthy of his tunes at the moment.
No,
Oh, I see.
I'm offended.
Oh. Well, that is unfortunate.
Come, Hawk. Play him a tune and allow them to speak your name.
All right. Thank you, Forgrath. Making me feel a little bit more comfortable.
Then I will
He's an
lean
idiot, is
into
what
him
he
and
is.
whisper him in the ear, deliver the message that they need to vacate or the queen's just going to come and murder them all.
In the form of
Oh,
a song.
jeez.
You can sing them a song on how to leave.
I have the perfect song for that.
Oh, God.
They can.
As I play my mandolin.
As you see, we want it a very specific way.
You're my fire, baby. Rikamari.
I'm a light of the party. Literally, because I'm on fire.
I'm just
You
gonna
certainly
play in
are
the
flaming.
background.
Very.
We haven't seen such an interesting group in a very long time. Not a human among you.
We don't
We
waste our
mainly-
time with their kind.
We play the underground. We're on the underground scene.
I look too scary for any humans to want to be around.
Hawk, that's enough.
I'm sorry.
Put the mandolin down.
You should play some Bye 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 next.
Let's not.
Maybe that'll.
If we get him
Did I
another
hear
drink,
one of you
so
mention
he'll-
something you needed from us? I thought you were just coming over to have a good time. Was there something that you needed?
Oh, let's party for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
We're having a good time. You're not having a good time?
Oh, yeah. They seem to all be having a good time. They haven't stopped their singing and dancing just because you guys came over.
Oh, they didn't stop and listen to his song? Hawk, you didn't put on that much
Well,
of a
I guess they would
depressing
stop their
performance.
song and think to themselves, well, I don't know the words, but they'll kind of hum along as he plays.
I'm gonna do a perception check.
Okay, go ahead. What are you looking for?
I'm looking into the group of people to see if anybody's watching.
Watching you particularly?
I'm watching the ones that are interacting, or even like checking us out, like me and Gab.
I mean, they do look to be like sizing up the group a little bit. They're checking out you a little bit, but not real obvious about it. They don't seem uptight. They do generally seem.
They don't seem tense.
Yeah. They don't seem like they're about to draw their weapons or anything. They generally look like they're just trying to have a good time and learn about you guys.
Okay.
Well, then, why don't we just go ahead and casually ask the question, why are they staying here?
Why are we
Yeah,
staying?
why did they come? Why did they arrive to Daggerford.
We came seeking help.
Help for what? Do I need a roll for this?
No, you don't need to roll for this.
No, we're just
It's
conversating.
called roleplay.
As this conversation is progressing, I'm moving closer to Hawk and Rika and the one they're speaking to.
Okay, yeah. Why don't you all gather around? I'll tell you a story.
I can hear you just fine from over here. Thanks, though.
Okay, Stannis.
They've got
Story
strong
time.
dragon ears, right?
Stannis, tell us why you visited.
Okay, so
Why are you looking for
Stanimir
help, Stannis?
fills his mouth with wine and spits into the fire. The flames turn from orange to green. As they dance and sway, a dark shape appears in the bonfire's core. We come from an ancient land whose name is long forgotten, the land of kings. Our enemies forced us from our homes, and now we wander the lost roads. The dark shape in the fire takes the form of a man being knocked from his horse, a spear piercing his side. Stanimir continues. One night, a wounded soldier staggered into our camp and collapsed. We nursed his terrible injury and quenched his thirst with wine. He survived. When we asked him who he was, he wouldn't say. All he wanted was to return home, but we were deep in the land of his enemies. We took him as one of our own and followed him back towards his homeland. His enemies hunted him. They said he was a prince, yet we didn't give him up, even when their assassins fell upon us like wolves. Deep in the bonfire, you see the dark figures standing with sword drawn, fighting off a host of shadowy shapes. This man of royal blood fought to protect us as we protected him. We bore him safely to his home, and he thanked us. He said, I owe you my life. Stay as long as you wish. I leave when you choose, and know that you will always be safe here. The figure in the dancing fire vanquishes his final foe and disperses in a cloud of smoke and embers. Stanimir's face becomes a somber mask. A curse has befallen our noble prince, turning him into a tyrant. We alone have the power to leave his domain. We've traveled far and wide to find heroes such as yourselves to end our dread lord's curse and put his troubled soul to rest. Our leader, Madame Eva, knows all. Will you return to Barovia with us and speak with her?
Will you leave this land if we help?
Of course. Yeah, we will escort you there.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Stanimir.
All right, listen, Stanley.
Stanimir.
Stanley, I just wanted to say I have a song from Lady of Daggerford. She wanted me to perform it for you. I got a little performance.
How close am I to Hawk? How, like, it's a couple steps in. Do I have to take to get to him?
You're trying to get to Hawk? Yeah, I was assuming you're probably 10 to 15 feet back.
Okay.
What the heck is that? 16 plus 76?
It's an outstanding performance.
That may not be entirely correct.
That may not be correct, but we're going to go with it. And
Wow.
the
We're all throwing money at you at this point.
Lady of Daggerford wanted me to give you a message.
I was convincing message.
She'd like for you guys to leave before the morning.
Oh, don't worry.
Irrelevant
We
of
have
why.
no wish to make enemies of Lady Morwen. We will go. The question is, will you go with us?
I smell an adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Does
What are the
everybody
ladies in the back
smell what Stannis has got cooking?
Okay, I know a lot of people have done perception rolls, but can I see if Stanimir has been trying to charm us or using any magic to persuade us?
Okay, so insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You've noticed no charms that he's used on you. However, you do see that he probably does have the ability to, as you notice there are several like spell component at his sides.
I would
Okay.
have noticed this too.
Can I do a persuasion roll?
What do you want to try to convince him of?
Some sort of reward for helping him with this journey.
Hmm.
Let's see. Is that a...
How far? How far is your land from here?
Well, not so far, and yet very, very, very far. What reward is it that you seek, Rikamari?
Well, let's just do what the thing everybody wants. Money, of course. Gold coins? Is that what currency are we using here? Do we have a currency?
Yeah, gold coins. The money of the Sword Coast is called dragons for the gold pieces.
Well, then dragons.
How fitting.
Tell us a little more of this curse, if you would.
Madam
Sell this adventure to me. Sell the adventure to me.
Madam Ava knows all. She can tell you more.
Well, let's go have a chat with Madame Ava.
Mm. Would I know who Madame Ava is?
You don't need to roll for this. You've never heard of Madam Ava.
Okay.
What about me?
You have not either. No one has.
Yeah, never even heard of Barovia.
That is
Sounds made
correct.
up.
Yeah, nobody's heard of Barovia.
I'm gonna
That's
He said it was in a
why-
far
Where is
land.
it?
However,
Yeah.
he says it's not far, which doesn't make sense. The two things are not, he says it's not far, but yet very far. In
Are
other
you
words,
going
he
to,
has
like-
a way there that you guys possibly do not.
I don't do teleports.
What's wrong with the
Well,
little
heard of it.
teleportation?
I'm gonna roll deception and just say that I know Adam Ava. Her and I are besties.
Oh my god.
Well, that just.
She came to one of our
Excellent,
shows
Hawk.
once.
Can you convince the rest to come with us? If not, it's no big deal. We'll leave in peace. You can go go do something else. That's fine.
Listen, Steven, I just want to play my mandolin.
Stephen. Okay.
Yeah, forget the dwarf. He's been too many times underground. He's just full of bravado. And
I think
not
he was
much
dropped on
anything
his
else.
head.
All those rocks.
Well, I'm interested in a good curse.
I'm interested in the good madam.
Wow. Whoa. Keep an eye on that one.
First time.
Okay, you have our attention. We will agree to go.
All right. Fine.
Wait. Do y'all agree to go?
Doesn't sound like I got much of a choice if I'm rolling with you, yahoos.
Yeah. You know they follow where we go, Randy. Or-
All right.
Well,
Everybody-
why don't you inform Lady Morwin that we've agreed to leave, get whatever last things you need from the city, and come meet us in the morning, and we'll head out since it's quite dark.
Can
right?
we talk to Madame Ava first?
So,
No, we gotta leave. We have to travel there.
yeah, we have to travel.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a few days travel, so make sure you have food and water.
Rations.
See you
All
in
right.
the morning.
Wait,
So,
hold on. Can
my
I get
troop-
more wine? Can I get I'm asking for a couple of barrels of wine for my trip.
Barrels of wine.
Yeah, I rolled persuasion.
We're
Trying
gonna
to
be
persuade
running
you.
with them, so I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
they'll have a wagon.
Yeah, while you travel with
I'm
us,
sure
you
it'll
can
be
drink what we have. How about that?
You're not gonna have any by the time we get there.
Okay, so my group, Rika, Hawk, and myself, since we're short, just grab your closest dragonborn and jump on their back and
Oh.
ride them back to town.
Oh,
Can you guys hear my horse?
I feel like I should tell you that if you touch me, you're pulling back a stump. We can walk. I'll help set the pace.
There's horses tied up right there. Let's take some
Oh,
horses.
there are
Yeah.
horses.
They have 3 wagons. So the trip you'll have, if you guys want to go ahead and already think about this, once you're going to town, you'll get whatever last things you need, and when you leave, they'll have 3 wagons. So you'll split up 2 people in each wagon, or you can walk, but the journey will take much longer.
What's the name of this place we're going back to?
Barovia.
I can.
All right, so let's go see
Does Baraka have
the
a lot
Countess.
of wine?
Don't know no Baraks.
We'll go back and see the Countess.
Queen.
The lady. Put some respect on her name.
Duchess.
One of the 4 will be fine. Whoever we have to
The
talk.
boss lady.
Look, I'm a celestial being. I do not dally with you mere mortals.
Or morals.
Or morals.
What are you again?
He's an ASMR.
He's an ass. Okay.
Yes.
That's what I've gathered. All right, let's roll.
All right, so Queenie, here's the deal. We're going to leave with this group, and we're going to escort them out of town for you.
That is great. And she'll go ahead and give you, since you guys, it looks like some of you in particular don't have any food or water, she'll go ahead and give you 2 weeks supply to as a thanks for just making sure they go away.
I tried to convince the Duchess to pay us because we did the work. She wanted them to leave before the night.
Give us some supplies.
Inventory.
Well, with that persuasion roll, you don't get anything else.
I'm not even getting paid for my performance.
Okay. You're wearing out our welcome pretty quick.
She is a friend, you know. You shouldn't try to, take all your friends.
Milk it.
Yeah.
But I'm a narcissist, so it doesn't matter.
I whack him upside the back of the head and tell him to shut up.
Oh, man. So our 2 Dragonborns are the only 2 that are not going to be able to see where they're going at night.
Oh, man. They can't, flick their tongue out and follow us around?
Are they going to be
Like, I'd want to smell
listen to my tunes
sulfur.
anyway? They're going to be listening
yeah,
to my tunes.
I'm sulfur smelly. Yeah, sorry. It's like a constant fart.
Just like you.
So is there a supply pack that we can just drop into the party sheet, or do we have to...
Some of you may have rations, and you can just update it to 14 days worth. I believe Mel's character didn't. I don't know if it's Mel's. Mel's character didn't start with any money, but she did have the.
I had 10 rations.
She should have had 10 rations. Yeah.
Okay, great.
How do you add the rations? Oh, I see 10 rations in here. How do I add more?
Just change the number. You can just click in there and change the number.
And how
Oh,
many
yeah, I
do
was
add?
just going to throw them in the party sheet.
Okay, yeah, there's some in the party sheet. That way I don't gotta update this.
We have
So
a party
is it-
sheet.
Yeah, so if you look at the top right of your menu board,
Mhm.
it sees a little eye with the little peoples next to it. That's your party sheet.
Perfect.
I guess. Yeah. Let me try that. Let me see if I can bring up the items and food and just drop a whole bunch in there and see what happens.
Okay.
That didn't work.
All right, well, we're I'm getting my tunes ready for a trip.
Yeah. So, was there anything else that anybody needed to pick up?
No.
Some more
that's right.
wine.
So is it going to be
Rolling
60
with-
rations?
I'm going to change clothes as well.
If we're doing 14 days, according to my sheet, 10 rations is 1 day's worth.
It should be 1 ration per day. Yeah.
I'm going to change it to my travel clothes.
So we're doing 14. So it should be 14 times 6.
Right, which is like 84.
Yes.
I don't know if that worked, but I tried it. No, it sold it.
Well, we got silver pieces, 210.
I sold them. That's funny.
Oh, you sold them?
Yeah, by accident. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. There you go. There's your free money. Hey now.
I'm just practicing for the room.
Silent talk.
Please don't anger the DM.
No, it'll be fun to watch.
I'm a bard, damn it. I play music.
So that time I just took it and dragged it onto the party inventory. I don't know if that worked.
That's it.
It shows it. Yeah, it says 84 rations. So
Well, now can we do
GTO.
something with it?
Yeah, you can grab some out of it.
Yeah, like I can grab.
Okay.
You'll move it to your inventory sheet.
So I'm just going to assume everybody picked up whatever last items they wanted. And you guys head out. It's actually, let's see. It's actually a couple days travel. Nothing happens on this travel with these people. They do every night and sit down and seem to have a good time at night. But after the second day, the woods darken as the trees begin to close ranks, their needle-covered arms interlocking to blot out the sun. The shroud of mist that covers the ground turns into creeping walls of gray fog that silently envelop you until you can't see more than a few feet in any direction.
I'm gonna roll perception. Hold on. Let me get to it.
I'm also looking for an ability here. 1 second.
I didn't see shit. Well,
You can't see anyway. But
well, that's why I'm rolling perception to see if I can see something.
Here we go. I'm gonna do dancing lights and throw 4 different lights 10 feet out, and the 4 cardinal directions kind of help see where we're going. What's going on?
So the people with you, you've learned that the man has his son and daughter with you. They're like, don't wander off into the fog. We have now entered Barovia. He says that
I got chills. Barovia.
This just seems like a horror story that our clan used to tell us as children.
That could be. This
I rolled
whole thing
insight
originated
to
from
see if
a
I know
story.
anything about Barovia.
Yeah, you can. Let's see. I think it's better to not give you any spoilers at this point, even if one character may have heard something which you probably haven't. You can roll.
I rolled
if
a
you
9.
want.
I rolled a 9, so I don't know
Yeah.
shit.
Because I'm a sage, I would think that I would be drawn to the individuals in the group that are high in knowledge, and if I'm correct in assuming that, I would ask them why we shouldn't wander off. Like, what is in the fog that makes you say this to us?
It is very deadly. At first, you will just seem tired, but if you spend enough time in the fog, you will die.
So, what is protecting us now?
Right now, you are with us, and we will guide you through this fog. But should you want to venture out on your own, you will not be safe.
Stanley, are there any potential fans of mine in the fog?
I'm sorry, any potential what? Fans of yours?
Fans. Fans of mine, yes.
I don't believe there will be any fans of yours here. I could be wrong. If someone knew
Well,
you
who'd want to
long
go there
ago
then?
and have been here, but I don't know of any of your fans.
Then it's a useless place.
Now I'm going to read this next part. If you want to listen to it, you can. But this is more for any viewers that we might have. I haven't even checked the thing to see if anybody's actually watching this or not. This is a bit of a spoiler, but if you want to listen to it, you can. So if you don't, just don't listen to this next part. You can take your headphones off, and when I'm done, I'll make this little gesture. Under raging storm clouds, a lone figure stands silhouetted against the ancient walls of Castle Ravenloft. The vampire Count Strahd von Zarovich stares down a sheer cliff at the village below. A cold, bitter wind spins dead leaves about him, billowing his cape in the darkness. Lightning splits the clouds overhead, casting stark white light across him. Strahd turns to the sky, revealing the angular muscles of his face and hands. He has a look of power and of madness. His once handsome face is contorted by a tragedy darker than the night itself. Rumbling thunder pounds the castle spires. The wind's howling increases as Strahd turns his gaze back to the village. Far below, yet not beyond his ken, a party of adventurers has just entered his domain. Strahd's face forms a twisted smile as his dark plan unfolds. He knew they were coming, and he knew why they have come, all according to his plan. He, the master of Ravenloft, will attend to them. Another lightning flash rips through the darkness, its thunder echoing through the castle's towers. Strahd is gone. Only the howling of the wind, or perhaps a lone wolf, fills the midnight air. The master of Ravenloft is having guests for dinner, and you are invited. All right. Welcome back, everybody. In the distance, you can see that there is a storm brewing. You can see the lightning flash and the sound of the thunder. Okay. Yeah.
Just gonna go ahead and maintain my lights around us to make sure nothing creeps up on us.
Okay. Did you guys decide what order the caravans you're going in? Because they'll go single file. So who's in the first one?
Well, we just roll and initiate.
Well, it's probably best to choose, who you want to be first and who you want to be in second. I mean, you can do it randomly if you want. It's fine. But
Let's not leave this up to dice.
I'm in the first group.
that was...
I'll be in the last one.
I'll be in the first one then.
Okay, well, let me just start. Rianne, which caravan?
I'm going to be in the first caravan.
Okay. And the Mirari.
The last one.
Okay. And Forgrath.
I'll be in the second one.
Okay, and Gabrielle.
The first one.
Okay, Hawk.
First one.
Well, we've got two in the first one already. You gonna bump somebody else out, or do you want to take the second or third one?
I'll take the third then.
Okay.
And that leaves me with the fire wizard.
Rikamari in the second one. Yeah.
Forgrath, what are you again? I'm sorry.
Cleric.
You're a cleric?
Okay.
That's all right. I'll keep the cleric safe.
I think that the cleric and the wizard should probably go into the second caravan because lead caravan is most likely to get attacked.
They are in the second one.
They are,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought they said that they were in the last one.
No, me and Hawk are in the last.
Oh, okay.
What are you, Mel?
What?
You're a ranger?
Yes, Ranger.
Dragonborn ranger.
Yeah, so it's a ranger and a bard together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
in the last cart. The squishies are in the back.
Well, I thought Celeste was a barbarian.
I am.
Celeste is in the first one.
I'm not squishy. I'm a dwarf.
Or should I be in the back?
Yeah, he's a dwarf.
We're good, we're good.
He swings
I
his
think we're
mandolin
good.
around like a crazy person.
As long as-
piece of paper, I'll be right back.
Okay, sure do. So, who's riding with Celeste?
Well, here, yeah, let's do. Who's
I
in
am.
first?
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle.
Gabrielle is?
Mm-hmm.
Gabrielle, what are you?
Warlock. Just open
Okay.
up your party sheet.
Oh,
I tell
yeah.
everyone's-
Yeah.
Where's the
Okay.
party sheet at?
So,
I'm back.
top right corner has the eye with the little people next to it. That's the part.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay, so Gabrielle, you're riding with Rianne. Okay, so that good. And Mel, who are you with?
Fuck.
Okay, good. All right, good deal. That's important.
All right. Okay, this is about 2 hours into the journey with them through this fog. Let's see what happened.
This Barovia place smells funny.
Sorry, that's just my
You might-
natural sin.
You need to play "Turn the Page" by Bob Seger while we're traveling here.
So I actually have a different song ready.
Keep your volume, like, cut it in half, Dev. So it's not so, like, so it's so blaring.
I'm sorry, you're not going to get that tune out of a mandolin.
He's a skilled mandolin
It's an
player.
electric mandolin.
He wishes. Did you see that performance score?
Okay.
He's able to do anything with that.
So after 2 hours, let's see. Anybody with a 14 or higher passive perception notice that there was a trail that branched off from this main road that these guys are following. When I say road, that's kind of a generic term. It's not actually. There's just kind of a path. There's no cobblestone or anything like that. But you notice that they did pass by another trail that branched off. So I don't know which characters those are because I don't have all your stats memorized, but I can probably look at it real quick.
It's Mari and me.
Okay. So
Passive perception, right? It's
Passive
on our party
perception.
sheet. You can see our party sheet, right, Rex?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I guess
Yeah,
you
so
could bring up the whole
Mirari
thing.
Mirari.
and Fort Breath.
Oh yeah, I see right there. Yep, Mirari and
So we see that we took the second branch, or we just saw a branch off on the street.
yeah, you just saw another branch. I don't know if you want to say anything about it to the people in your caravan, or not.
Well, we can't really talk to each other, right? Only like the two people in each caravan can talk to each other.
Correct. But there are, there's like 4 of these people with you in each of the caravans, in each one of the wagons. There's like 2 up front and then 2 in the back with you.
Is Stanimir in the first cart or the third cart or the second
He's
cart?
in the first.
He's in the first.
Yeah. And his son and daughter are in the third cart.
The active perception is the ACPERC, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
no,
AC is armor. Armor is the top number. Perception is the lower number in there.
right.
For the sake of it, I could use my dancing light to send a message with my fire for 60 feet if needed.
Now I'll ask one of the NPCs, just whoever is in the cart with me, and is like, hey, where's that road go? Or that mysterious looking trail with the fog on it.
There's fog everywhere. We're not in the same caravan though, so
Okay, so they look over and it says, I don't see it, but it's probably just a path there to tempt people into the fog to get lost.
Well, it's working.
oh god.
I'm going to ask Stanimir why he didn't tell us about this fog on our journey before we left.
Well, I don't know. What is it that I should have told you? I thought I warned you not to go into
The
the fog.
dangers that we would be facing on our way and while we are there.
He did say it was cursed.
Yeah.
Well, still, you can be more elaborate than that.
Well-
We're not in the same caravan.
I mean, I feel like we're kind of bound to you now, whereas before I didn't feel that. That's my
Would you
point.
like to turn back? I can take you back if you'd like. I
No.
thought you were the adventurers
No.
we sought.
Don't make this about
I don't
us.
like
We're
to be
just
attached
asking
to
a
anybody.
question.
That's
Just asking questions.
yeah.
I stand up and you shout, "Adventure forward!"
I'm going to ask Stanley's wife, who's in the caravan with Mirari and myself. What's the deal with Stanley?
There is no wife. It's just
It
he's
says
got
his family was in the third caravan.
yeah, his son and daughter.
His kids.
Well, they're useless. So I have superior dark vision. Does that help me at all in the fog? I have like superior dark vision 120 because I'm a dwarf.
Right.
Dwarf.
You can so in the future you'll be able to see a little bit further into the fog, but it is all kind of obscured. So if there is something kind of standing at the edges of the fog, you'll be able to see it probably before anybody else, at least the image of it.
I'm
So
starting to
you're
get slow.
You're useless. You're useless, man.
I'm useless.
Can I roll a nature check to see if I recall any lore about the fog or the lightning?
Call.
Roll it. Terrible.
You think this is not a natural fog? Because now that would probably be. It doesn't seem like it's a thing from nature.
Can I roll my history and see if I can remember something?
You may. This doesn't sound like any legends that you've heard of.
Damn.
But
Well, I say we move forward.
about 30 minutes later, you let me get to the story part so I can read the actual thing it says.
Huh. You can't minimize the party sheet window.
Can I roll my Arcana?
The bottom right corner, Randy,
Huh?
you can just make it smaller or bigger, not minimize though.
If I am able to, I'd like to see if I can recall lore on whatever this spell could be. Or if this is a spell, and if I know, like, the type or kind or whatever.
Right. Yeah, you don't recognize. Let me think. Let's say that as you've examined it a little bit more, you believe that you are no longer in the Sword Coast, and this is not a fog of their, the nature that you're used to seeing. That's why it seems like you don't recognize it from nature. It's possibly just another fog from another land that you've never heard of.
Okay.
I asked the children or the people in my caravan, how much longer till we get there?
Are we there yet? Are we
Gabrielle.
there yet?
Okay, this is the part I was
Yes.
looking for. Sorry guys, some of this stuff is a little hard for me to navigate through the Fantasy Grounds thing to find all the images without having the actual book in my lap. I don't have. After 30 more minutes, you approach the village. Tall shapes loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sounds cut the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. And the drivers were like, we can stop if you want to, but it's best we continue on for now.
Are there any supplies in this village that we could possibly use?
Any supplies? There is one trading post, but they don't have much here.
Gabrielle.
I'm fine with continuing on if everybody else is.
You won't find
Yes,
them
ma'am.
very welcoming to outsiders.
I don't think that we are on the Sword Coast anymore.
Yeah, I think we can avoid it if everybody else is fine with that.
I'm sure we're not.
What language are
Yeah,
you speaking for, Grath?
I'm singing a song in Celestial to myself.
So I'm telling. I say we should not stop here.
Okay, so if you don't want to
That's my
stop,
vote.
just type a 1 in the chat. If you do want to stop in here, type a 2 in the chat.
Oops.
You're typing in a language. I guess I can read it though.
Common, please.
All right. So we've got a majority of not stop right now. So we will continue on.
We all think very much alike.
Mhm.
No, let's just get this done and over.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, with nothing in the village, it doesn't seem worth stopping for.
I don't think Hawk's gonna find any fans here.
Okay. So you approach a river crossroads. There's an old wooden gallows, creaks, and a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. So this is, let me give a little context because I just fast forward to this area. This is actually going to be, yeah, this is another 2.5 hours down the road. So I didn't roll for, need to roll for random encounters first. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Excellent. No, you made it unimpeded to this area. Uh-oh. Okay, so where was I reading? Okay. Well, okay, so an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east. So you would assume that was the village that you passed through. Tasir Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft to Valeka to the southwest. And as you continue on, you head to the northwest, the Tasir Pool. Okay, and then see who would have got in the back. Mirari and Hawk. Number here. Okay,
Bard and the Ranger.
it looks like Hawk, as you look back at,
Do I see a fan?
as you look back, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so they can fix its dead eyes upon you. And as you look at the image, you see yourself hanging from the gallows.
Well, shit, that's not good.
Schizophrenia.
Well, all right. So I saw myself
Right.
and hanging.
Yes.
That's not good.
Spooky.
I tell Morari, I don't think they like me very much here.
So Mararia, you look at the as he notices it, and you're next to him there. You look at it, and you say you don't think it looks like him at all. It just looks like a normal human.
I ask Hawk why he thinks they don't like him.
Clearly, they bought one of my action figures and hung him up in the gallows. Take a look.
So I look closer at the hanging body.
Okay. Well, at this point, the caravan's moved on past. There's not an opportunity to look closer at it.
They're desecrating my action figure.
All right, and let's see how much further you have to go here.
Can I talk to the caravan people?
Yeah, sure.
How many people are per caravan, you said?
4.
So the 2 kids, Mirari and myself, right?
No, the 2 of you, the 2 children. Well, they're not children, but the son and the daughter, and then 2 others. They're all of adult age.
Oh, okay. What's your name? I asked the daughter.
Okay, let me find it for you.
I tell Mirari, hey, I think she was probably a fan of mine.
What? Who?
The daughter, her right here. You know who I am, right? Stanley's daughter.
Eventually, I will get better at navigating this, but right now, a little bit.
Stanley's daughter knows who I am, right? Come on.
Oh, she does now? You've been with her for 2 days now.
Which one's your favorite song?
Like, yes, of course I know.
I roll my eyes and turn away from
Can
Hawk
you do
and
that
look
one
out the
by
window.
the Queen? That's the one I like.
Oh, the one by the Queen.
Yeah, that's the one I like.
I have one. There we go. I'll play this for you.
Yeah, I like that one.
I sigh loudly.
I'm just impressed at how many sounds you can make with that mandolin.
That's pretty good.
He's a talented bard. Must use a lot of magic.
Talented is in quotes, right?
We became the 4th most popular dwarf boy band because of my a cappella skills. Thank you.
Oh, I see. It's a cappella and mandolin together. It makes an ensemble of music.
Pretty amazing.
Okay. Yeah, his daughter is named Damia. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's right. Oh, they just messed it up on here. It's funny. They wrote his daughter, Damia, and then they put male human. Anyway, and then his son, Ratka, Ratka.
Hey, Danny, can you tell us a little bit more about this Barovia place?
Madam Eva will tell you all that you need to know.
Why does everyone always say that? Why do we always have to talk to this Madam Eva?
We're almost there. But in fact, we approach the camp now. Okay. That's
Hey, Mirari, I think Madam Eva is a necromancer. It's my
Why do
opinion.
you say that?
Because all these people already did.
What?
I move away from Mirari. Clearly, she doesn't clean under her scales. A little funky.
I go back to ignoring Huck and turn away from it.
I should have gone to a different caravan.
The bard and the ranger clearly don't get along.
It's growing pains.
You know what? I'm going to roll a performance.
Okay.
And I'm going to perform and make them love me.
Okay. Go ahead.
I start to play my mandolin with some of the classics from our boy band.
Okay.
Am I able to hear the, even faintly what's going on back?
As he's playing music, yeah, you would be able to hear it. Because everything around you is pretty quiet. These forests are pretty quiet, so...
I'm gonna throw a ball of fire into his face to make him stop that.
I roll my eyes
Leopard is
really hard.
That's the song I'm playing right now.
I swear, if he doesn't knock it off, I'm going to go blow acid chunks on him.
At least he's way back there.
Yeah, at least he's not right next to us.
Okay. So the
I feel
road
bad for my sister.
gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy mist and branches suddenly give way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest edge. So let me see if I can bring this up on Fantasy Grounds for you guys. I think I already did it earlier. Oh, so let me share this one with you. I forgot to do that. So that is the map of Barovia. You started on the east side, and you passed through that village on the east side. And I did forget to mention one thing, probably because I couldn't find the text right away. But that is, as you entered in this village, there was these huge gates. And as that first wagon came up to it, they opened automatically. And as the last wagon passed through, they closed automatically. There was nobody there opening or closing the gates.
So where are we at now on this map?
So you are you guys probably don't have pins on your map, right?
No.
Okay, didn't think so. So do you see that very large pool? If you started on the east part of the map on that road, and then you go over that bridge, and then you follow it, and then it branches, and then you take that right branch to where that big pool is.
The circle?
Yeah. And you are just right past that.
Okay, so we're
coming up to the second branch of the road.
Where those little dots are on the right of the road there, those squares, the tents.
Yep. That is correct.
Okay.
And I'm going to switch this over for the people watching for the battle map now, so they can see it too. Hey, that's pretty close.
How do I get the map back up?
So the thing you want to do is, if you want to get rid of the map, you want to right-click it and minimize it. And then to bring it back, you just get that circle and hit it again and bring it back up. So if you've minimized it by accident, then I have to go to share it again. And there you go.
Thanks.
No,
You
that's
can
okay.
also zoom in. You can zoom in if you click on it. It's kind of cool.
Oh,
Hey, one
can
more
you? Because
time?
it wouldn't zoom in for me.
I use my scroll.
Yeah,
Yep.
so if you use that
Mhm.
middle mouse button, you can scroll around, minimize and maximize, or zoom in, zoom out if you want.
So we're right next to Sir Pool right now with those 4 tents
That is correct.
Right.
with the dotted lines. Okay.
So if you want to, I'm going to put a different image on the screen now. So if you guys want to minimize this one, which I'm going to do, and I'm going to look for that other one. Not that one. Not that. Doesn't look like I preloaded it. Find it. Oh, that's
Can I roll my Arcana to see if I can tell if those dancing around the bonfires are doing some sort of magical tradition?
sure. It's not any kind of dance you recognize. It just seems like a merriment going on. And can you all see now the new map I pulled up? It says Seer Pool Encampment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me check the. Don't know how well chat can see that, but. So now, if we wanted to practice throwing our miniatures, there we can.
How do we do that?
So we go to the party sheet, I believe. If we go to the order page, like if any time you guys want to designate what your watch order is going to be, you can put that on there. But I believe you can take and drag them from that over. Yep. If you,
I think you are the only one who's able to do it at this moment.
oh really?
Because it just. Yeah, because all I can do is move the page around. I can't.
Can you put your guys in the marching formation, or am I the only one that can do that as well?
Yeah, somehow it's locked this time. Last time we were able to do it, but for now it's.
What if I throw you all over there? Can you move them around then?
It allows me to do like pointers and drawing and stuff.
Yeah, now we can adjust the marching order when they're on the tablet.
Okay, so try this. Try to hit shift and take it from that marching formation and see if you can drop it on the map. See if that works for you. No, I don't see anybody dropping, so I don't think it worked.
No.
Let me try it. Yeah,
I moved it.
What are you talking about?
So I grabbed under the party sheet, go to order.
Hawk is on there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
moved
dropped him
myself.
on there though.
Wait, no, I'm moving myself there.
Yeah, you're totally moving yourself. Yeah, I just was saying that I dropped him on there. Hey, Paradox Logic just hosted the stream for one viewer. That's awesome.
I did.
Fantastic.
I got like 90 followers, so maybe a couple will show up.
Hey, that's awesome.
Hey, just throw some on there, I guess.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's taking you off the marching order, which I was hoping to avoid, but
Well, Randy, me and you are together.
I just dropped y'all on the map, so you can figure out where you want to be.
Well, I'm gonna be near the fire, because I'm a fire genocide.
Right.
I'll be near the fire because I'm the center of attention.
Yeah, I don't mind being seen either. After all, again, I can't really hide. I'm like glowing constantly.
All right, so we're pulling up to this encampment now, right?
Right.
And where did you say the people were singing around the
They're
fire
around the
there?
campfire, yeah.
So would we be like entering the encampment, basically where I'm at now?
Yeah, you see that south wagon? That's basically where you're coming in. Yeah, where you are. Exactly. That's where
Okay.
you would start as they pull up.
Why do the big scary ones in our group always hide in the bush? Does anybody else notice that?
Well, they could be slender reptiles.
It's a tree, okay? Not a bush.
I'm gonna go next to Gabriel.
So do we have to
Gabriel.
start it? Do we have to start at the entrance, or do we start anywhere?
You guys can move wherever. I'm just trying to find the next thing as you guys do stuff. Which I think I just found.
I asked Gabriel, do you think they need a performance from me? What's your opinion?
I would say maybe hit some of the people in the first caravan. I'm sure that the people in the last caravan they probably can't take any more. They're too excited already.
Hawk, if you start singing, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Don't
Good thing
sing by Rianne.
Good thing I can't hear you. Too far away.
So, I don't know if you guys want to come up with a name for these people. I kind of want to call them gypsies, but I don't know if that'll offend anybody out there anywhere. But, this group of people, there's 12 of them dancing around the fire right now. Seem to be sitting, telling stories, guzzling wine.
Wine? Where?
Around the fire.
I would call them charmers.
Excellent.
I'm gonna go find a barrel of wine.
That sounds fun for me. Charmers it is. Is there one that looks like he's a particular leader of the group or anything?
No. They'll greet you though. These people are seem friendly enough, just like the last group that brought you in here. They don't look like they would be related to these people. They do look like they're separate families. But as far as their general outward appearance, they look like they could be of the same, just maybe a different clan.
Hail, good friends. Can we pull up a log and share the warmth of your fire and a pint of ale?
Oh,
Wine.
And how about a story as well?
Yes. You see that ugly little dwarf over there? He's kind of gray-skinned and ashen, kind of like he fits in the place around here. He'll sing you a song, because that's what we pay him to. And I kick the dwarf and say, dance, monkey, dance.
And I'm ready.
All right, well let's hear your story, sir. What is your name?
Out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
I'm just
What
playing
is
a
your
mandolin.
story, fine sir?
We hail from lands far away to come free your people of your curse.
Our curse. Okay, that is fantastic.
Or the curse of the land. But we don't have much information, so partake. Please, tell us of what troubles you here in this.
You should see Madame Eva.
Again, with the Madame Eva. Is she not giving anybody permission to speak?
Before you go, I can tell you a tale if you would like.
Is it going to involve throwing more stuff into the fire and watching it dance to my amusement?
I could try that, but it's not what I had planned.
Okay, well then, continue.
Okay, fantastic. As he takes some more wine. Now, wait a minute. Maybe I forgot. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Okay, anyway. A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. I can't remember his name though. Anyway, he stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man, he was. Like your friend here, I think. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Anyway, thunder struck the mountainside and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet, by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body, to see, if it had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away. Now go to Madam Eva.
Did you say devil or vampire?
Yes, that Devil Strahd.
I'd like to intimidate to find out
Strahd.
more information on that wizard. I'll do a roll here.
I must crush and smite this vampire and banish him to the holy hell he deserves.
I roll perception to see if I can tell if his story is, if he's lying about his story.
Okay, so that would be insight.
Oh, that'd be insight?
Yes.
Okay.
You jovial fellow that just told the story, point me in the direction so I must smite him.
Wait, Forgath.
Okay, Forgath. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me roll persuasion. On Forgath.
All right, so
Let's figure out if we're gonna get paid first.
I do like money.
Perception. So for my perception check, then can I see if I know the name, Strahd? If I've heard of it before, would that be a perception check?
History.
Yeah, that'd either be
that'd be history.
Yeah. So basically, probably a better idea, instead of rolling dice, is to just tell me what your character is trying to do, and then if there is a dice roll needed, I'll tell you to roll whatever dice.
Shouldn't we all just roll to see who goes when, so we have some order instead of all of us coming up with
later.
ideas?
Yeah, I mean, we can handle things that way, but it will slow things down as we kind of go around the room. But yeah, I feel like if there's some person that's quiet, then I'll probably stop and be like, okay, what's your character doing? Or if one person's taking over too much, I will go around and
yeah, Hawk.
Listen, I'm just worried about my performance fee, okay?
I smell evil afoot and I must smash.
Some complete stranger just told you about evil. Why don't we stay focused? We're looking for Madam Eva.
But he's got he's got a vampire boner, so we have to hold
Those
him
are foul creatures that shall never walk the
A
earth.
complete stranger just told you all of this.
A rando.
Look, he holds his mead cup well. He is perfectly honest.
Forgath, it's wine.
You notice at this point that he's actually taking a small nap.
So
the town drunk convinced you. The town drunk.
The call of evil is beckoning me.
Yeah, and we'll probably find it with Madame Eva. Something tells me. So let's figure out where is Stanimir?
Where's Stanley? Stanley's
They've
missing
actually,
here.
After they dropped you off, they are nowhere to be seen now.
Oh, fantastic. Did anybody see where
Just like cabs in New York.
the people who kidnapped us went? Anybody in my party? Did anybody see them? So I'm asking the party and the DM.
No, but I see evil.
I've been standing near the front. Would I have noticed it?
Let's see, where are you guys? So they dropped you off back here. Yeah, it looks like they after they dropped you off, they kind of turned their wagons around and started heading back the direction that you guys came from.
Okay,
Did
you're
not
right.
just drop us off and then go back.
Yeah, there is evil, and we're in it.
Okay. Evil's all around.
Okay,
I'd
so
like
you're
to
asking
try to
about
climb the
Madame
tree.
Eva's tent, and it's that one on the far right that's lit up there.
Listen,
To the madam, will she see us now?
Yes.
we need to negotiate terms of payment for fees, specifically performance fees.
Are you trying to climb that tree?
Well, let's go ahead and find this
So,
this madam.
in
Yes,
Adventurers
'cause-
League, for completing quests, you get a crisp high five for for doing.
A for effort, Hawk.
Yeah.
Shut it.
I'm going to walk towards the Madame Eve tent.
I'm going with.
Okay.
I'm watching Mirari in amusement as she tries to clamber up this tree.
Okay, so as you approach the tent, magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. Last you have arrived. Cackling
there's
laughter
evil.
bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips.
Did you say she threw fireworks for our entrance?
If you would like to believe so in your mind, you may.
Mhm.
Shoot. Okay, so at this point, you guys are gonna have to come up with something on the fly because I didn't do this ahead of time. But I think I wrote it down but forgot. She speaks the name of each of you, and she says, "Greetings, Forgrath. I remember when you..." And then Forgrath say what she remembers.
When I stood upon the highest mountain in my land and smote evil left and right, without nary a sweat or a sigh of my ragged breath.
Okay, let's try this again. Say something that actually happened to your character.
When the
So,
hand of my
this would be a good
deity
time to bring in, okay, go back to your character sheet, look at all your ideals, bonds, and flaws, and tell me one of those things that relates to something about those items. So this is good for everybody else now. They can go back to the character sheet, look at all the things, and now this is a chance for everybody to learn more about everybody's character. So, go ahead again. Let's try that again. Something else that she would bring up that you may not everybody would know that she would recant to you, as you're like surprised that she knows this.
when my god Ezra sent down my angel Mikael and touched me upon the brow and transferred my human remains into a celestial being.
Wow, so everybody else
And I
is
became
like, really?
and I became a servant of Ezra deeply.
All right, so I don't want to miss any of this, and I gotta let the cat inside. So, Rianne, you will be next, but give me just a second. Can you let this cat inside?
Look at this attention whore. Yeah, I'm talking about you, celestial being.
All right,
This is how you
Rianne.
get kicked in the face.
All right, Rianne. Yes, I've dreamed of meeting you. I remember this time when you
Protected a room full of your pupils as you taught them in alchemy class.
Okay. Excellent. And Mirari, how about that day when you...
We're visited by the Oni, that cold darkness.
Oh, yes, the Oni.
And then the last time you showered.
Oni, when it comes at night, did you hear it? Did it take your sister?
Mel,
I stand there silently and glare at her.
Oni, they're some of my favorites. Oni are great magic.
I shift in front of Marar.
So you guys are sisters, so you must have had another sister then, right? Because that's part of her story, that one of her sisters disappeared.
One of our broodmates.
Okay. And Gabrielle, I know of the master. Where is he now?
Funny story. Funny story about the master. He'll be around in, I don't know, 90 years to a lifetime.
Prison not treating him well then?
Not so well, no.
How do you feel?
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I feel great.
Oh.
I mean, yeah. Life is treating me great. Other than this, wait, how do you know all this?
If you will see shortly how I know things. But, Hawk, how about...
You mean the concert back in the 60s where we had hundreds of thousands of dwarves and humans?
Oh, yes, the 1460s, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just to let you know, your calendar is now different. This is the 9th month, the 28th day of the year. 735.
Oh, I meant the 660s. I'm 150 years old.
No. Okay, you were correct the first time. When it was in the 1460s, but she says we are here on a different calendar.
Oh, okay.
So whatever day it was when you guys left, it was not the 9th month. It was not the 28th day. But she says here, it is the 9th month. It is the 28th day of the year 735. But last but not least, Rikamare. Those are nice robes you have. I remember when you got those. Do you remember?
Yeah, I got them soon after I killed a fallen previous foe, Sergeant Stripes, to commemorate it with the stolen dagger, or with a one dagger from defeating him. I don't. That's all I got there.
Well, I hope you can free talking to all of you now together. I can hope you free this land from the Devil's Strahd, and I want to give you a foretelling of your future to help you.
Is that future going to tell us how much you're going to pay us?
Is it not to free this land of the Devil's Strahd?
And how do we know you're not the Devil's Strahd?
Cunning, I see.
That's
I am not.
Can you prove it?
Simple fortune teller.
I mean, you seem to know an awful lot about Strahd.
How-
And us. I'm concerned about how much you know about us.
And
How
for
does Strahd come-
simple, for simple, you seem to be the leader of this camp.
They've literally not stopped saying your name. At least you're a fan of mine, though, because you know about my Woodstock story.
Well, tell us a little bit about Strahd. How did he come to this land? What's he done? Why he's here? Why do you want him gone? Who will benefit from his demise? I mean, he's pretty evil. I'm going to try to kill him anyway, but I just need some background.
Okay. So she can give you some information. But make find it. She will tell you that that village you passed, the village of Barovia, cowers in the shadow of Castle Ravenloft, and that is Strahd's home and fortress. The castle stands atop a great spire of rock.
So we passed through Strahd's
Nearby,
home.
yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
We didn't see it, though, because of the fog.
Right,
Yeah.
correct. But you asked about Strahd himself.
Hey, Forgrath, can you put away your evil boner, please? It's offensive.
That's just my base.
Okay, so here is the history of Strahd. In life, Strahd von Zarovich was a count, a prince, a soldier, and a conqueror. After the death of his father, King Barov, Strahd waged long, bloody wars against his family's enemies. He and his army cornered the last of these enemies in a remote mountain valley before slaying them all. Strahd named the valley Barovia after his deceased father and was so struck by its scenic beauty that he decided to settle there. Queen Ravenovia lamented the death of Barov and was fearful of Strahd. War had made him cold and arrogant. She kept her younger son, Sergei, away from the battlement. Strahd envied the love and attention his mother visited upon his brother, so in Barovia he remained. Peace made Strahd restless, and he began to feel like his best years were behind him. Unwilling to go the way of his father, Strahd studied magic and forged a pact with the dark powers of the Shadowfell in return for the promise of immortality. Strahd scoured the conquered lands for wizards and artisans, brought them to the valley of Barovia, and commanded them to raise a castle to rival the magnificent fortresses of his ancestral homeland. Strahd named the castle Ravenloft after his mother to demonstrate his love for her. When it was complete, Strahd commanded his mother and brother to come to Barovia and stay with him. Sergei eventually took up residence at Ravenloft, but Ravenovia passed away while traveling to her namesake. In sorrowful disappointment, Strahd sealed his mother's body in a crypt beneath the castle. Strahd's attention soon turned to Tatiana, a young Barovian woman of fine lineage and remarkable beauty. Strahd believed her to be a worthy bride, and he lavished Tatiana with gifts and attention. Despite Strahd's efforts, she instead fell in love with the younger, warmer Sergei. Strahd's pride prevented him from standing in the way of the young couple's love until the day Sergei and Tatiana's wedding. When Strahd gazed into a mirror and realized he had been a fool, Strahd murdered Sergei and drank his blood, sealing the evil pact between Strahd and the dark powers. He then chased Sergei's bride-to-be through the gardens, determined to make her accept and love him. Tatiana hurled herself off the castle balcony to escape Strahd's pursuit, plunging to her death. Treacherous castle guards, seizing the opportunity to rid the world of Strahd forever, shot their master with arrows. But Strahd did not die. The dark powers honored the pact that they had made. The sky went black as Strahd turned on the guards, his eyes blazing red. He had become a vampire. After slaughtering the guards, Strahd saw the faces of his father and mother in the thunder clouds looking down upon him and judging him. He had destroyed the family bloodline and doomed all of Barovia. The castle and the valley were spirited away, locked in a dim plain, surrounded on all sides by deadly fog. For Strahd and his people, there would be no escape. And that's why you've been brought to free this land of the devil Strahd and his curse.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Now you can go find Strahd, Forgoth.
How much are we going to be paid?
As you can see, we are quite... the only thing we have to offer is wine and accompaniment here. We have no treasures to give to you. However, I will tell you where you can find such great treasures. If you will give me a minute to shuffle up my cards and deal your fortunes.
Huck, I think the big thing here is that
Evil must die.
we can't get out. Like, we can't get out. So at this point, whether we get paid or not, we got to kill.
No. Big thing here is evil must die.
So we can get out.
So why is everyone so merry and happy and dancing and drinking and whatnot if you are in such dire straits?
Well, it's our only way of dealing with the oppression around. It's our way of dealing with this bleakness that surrounds us.
Can I use insight to draw a line between the noble prince and the devil Strahd?
Yeah, you would probably figure out that the other guy's story and her story are talking about the same person.
So the noble prince turned into a monster and brought slaves. He must have visited.
Who did he piss off?
Okay, so as she shuffles up these cards, I want to give you guys some images just for because I can. These are the backs of the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she puts them down in this order. Okay, she lays 5 cards down in this order. And then she begins to turn them over. And if I can move this cat off my paper, I will tell you what they say. The first card...
I do not see anything.
Oh, yeah, you don't because I haven't shared it yet, it looks like. There we go.
Oh, the first image is the back of the card? Okay.
Yeah, first image was the back of the card. Which you can still see in the images that are the smaller images there. But the first one, she said, let me read this, make sure I get it right. That's not the
Madam, there's 5 cards, but there's 6 of us.
Yes, there's not one card for each of you. There's 5 different things that I'm going to tell you about, and each of these cards represent that. Second. I don't want to mess this part up. Okay, there we go. She flips over the first one. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. And she flips over the Eight of Swords. Okay, and now she flips over another card. And she says, this card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And she flips over the Five of Swords. Okay, and then she flips over the third card. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Okay, cards 4 and 5 I actually have a picture for. And she flips over the fourth card. She says, this card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. And she flips over the horse. Oh, no, wait. Is this right? Okay, yeah, she flips over the horseman card. Okay, and then as she flips over the fifth card, she says, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And she flips over the innocent card. So let me show you those.
Well,
Okay, and there is
I hope you guys are paying attention because she lost me when she said she didn't have any money.
Well, we got the Eight of Swords, the Five of
Perfect.
Swords.
Yeah, did I say the third one was the Nine of Glyphs?
No.
that
Okay.
was. I thought it was sunlight was the third one.
Yeah, that's what she said about it. A weapon of great sunlight, I believe, or something to that extent.
Okay. Nine of grits.
Oops, not 56. And I'll type it in the chat there again.
What was the fourth card then?
The horseman.
Yeah, the horseman. And that's a ally to you. And the last one is the innocent, which is where you can find him.
Which he's a vampire, so that makes sense.
Why does that make sense?
We take a
Because it
virgin.
goes after the innocent.
He wants the virgin blood.
Yeah.
It's gotta
Oh,
buy
then I'm
it
safe.
twice. Gotta buy it twice. Between the
Okay. So when we got here, or when we were on our way here, Stanimir told us we had to stay close because they were protecting us from the fog. So now how are we supposed to travel through the fog if they've just left us here?
Well, you can if you stay on the road won't encroach on the fog. So there are only, not including this little camp, there's only 3 settlements here in all of Barovia. So you've passed through one. If you take that other fork that you passed by, that will lead you to another. And if you continue down this road, that will take you to the far west end, which will take you to another.
I didn't see another fork, but we probably want to go back if Strahd is there, right?
Well, I do recommend you gathering your strength and perhaps finding these items before you have no chance of defeating Strahd without finding these items.
Are you throwing up the other 3 images?
No, I said I don't have the first 3. They're just
Oh,
the
okay.
5 of swords, the 9 of swords, and the 8 of swords, the 5 of swords, and the 9 of glyphs. So you can imagine there's one picture probably with crossed swords and one with some kind of runes on it. They didn't have a picture in here.
Can you repeat the card names real quick?
I typed them in the Battlegrounds chat.
Oh, okay, there we go.
So I have 2 questions for you, Madam Evian.
I have the feeling I know what one was.
First question, is this just an elaborate ruse to get me out here to perform for your people?
Well, as much as we
I flick his ear.
as much as we enjoy new music, which you've brought, that is not why you were brought here. You see our group here, and you see that other group that left. We are known as the Vistani. We are the only ones allowed to leave this area. In fact,
Leave the area, you mean the world? Or
yeah, Barovia. For some reason, well, I shouldn't say we. They, the ones that brought you here, are the only ones that are allowed to leave.
So then my second question is, how many different parties have you had come here to try and get rid of Strahd? Are we the second party? Are we the 100th?
I believe this answer may make you uncomfortable.
you cut out what you say?
I roll a 13 persuasion to try and get her to tell us.
Some things are best not known.
Mm-hmm. So what I'm understanding is the Vistani are allowed to leave so that they can bring people in. Fresh blood, right? So you are evil.
We are still, we're still looking
Madam
for
Ava.
the great ones who will come and remove the curse, the Devil's Strahd, so we can all leave.
Why hasn't he killed you guys? You guys are drunken gypsies who don't even know who I am.
Well, he needs us.
I have a question.
I need you for what?
Madam Ava. What did you mean by the year 735? Why is your years different from ours?
Good question, Scaly.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
Give me. Where can I find? I believe it all has to deal with the amount of time that's passed since this land was removed from the known universe.
Ah, it's a temporal paradox. I understand that.
We're on a different plane.
Yes, we are. Than the home you have left.
So we can't get back there unless we defeat this.
That is correct, I'm afraid.
That would have been so useful to know before we left.
Hey, Rex.
Yeah.
The drawing of the cards that she did, can you post that into the table?
The drawing of the cards.
Yeah. Like what she said, all of them, her little skit on that part right there.
Maybe, but I read that from my Adobe document instead of the story document. I found it easier. I'm sure it's in here anywhere, but like I said, some of this is hard for me to navigate.
She said the Eight of Swords was protection.
Mm-hmm.
The Five of Swords was strength. And the Nine of Glyphs was...
I can read it again, maybe easier. The first one, it says, this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. The second one that she flipped over, it says, this card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And then the third one was, this is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, sword of sunlight. So that is somewhere in this Fantasy Grounds document. I'm sure of it. Just, I can't find it right now.
a weapon of light. I must have this weapon of light.
Yes.
What time of day is it?
Let's morning. It's been. It'd be about. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay. Do you guys want to go start collecting things?
Yes. Okay, so we are at Searpool.
That is correct.
I nudge Rianne and talk to her in Draconic.
Does anybody need me to pull up the big map of? It looks like 5 people have it. Let me just reshare it. The big map of Barovia.
I've got it, but
Are we leaving the camp?
Okay, so then the other.
I'm sorry. Was there a question there? You just kind of ended.
Yeah, I know. I'm because I'm trying to scroll the map around. And it's
Okay.
not wanting to cooperate with
That's
me
fine.
as well. All right, so we have the village behind us, and
Right.
I'm not seeing any other settlements unless this Kresic.
Valaki, top left, or towards the left, top left.
Onto Valaki. I think that's where we shall go. Madam, is there horses that will allow us to be able to travel these lands that you can provide for?
The lands are not very big, but yeah, I think that could be arranged if you need some horses.
Okay. We should be able to get there before it's dark, right?
Yeah. So which way are you headed? I guess we
Northwest toward Valaki.
Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about.
Or should we back travel first, group? What do y'all think?
I think we should back travel.
But if his castle is supposed to be near the village of Barovia and that's his domain,
Isn't that his
won't
castle
we
right
end up
there?
going
Yeah.
there?
We're like right there.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
this-
but
It kind of
we need
overlooks
to go
both
get.
areas.
We need to get things and plan for this. Let's
Yeah.
not just run in there and be like, "Aha! I found you!"
Yeah, so exactly. Yeah.
Like, I'd like to have
I wouldn't
things when we decide to go, "Aha! I found you!" and now I can kill you.
So I do not have access to my god, but I do have access to my angel, correct?
You can You don't know until you try to cast a spell or do something. You don't know
What
any
about
of that yet.
what about Seer Falls?
Maybe it would be probably a quick way to backtrack
She will
to
give
the
you
village of Barovia.
advice. You should stay every night in one of these 3 places that I've mentioned at night. It is quite dangerous to be out.
Oh, we need what was his name? A tiny hut.
Can we get back to Village of Barovia?
Yeah, you could make it back there tonight with these horses.
Yeah. Okay, so I vote for Barovia first. Anybody?
So, so 1 will be go back, and then what's another option somebody might want to do?
Volaki.
To Volaki.
Okay, so 1 for Barovia, 2 for Volaki.
Well, can we make it to Valaki before it gets dark?
Let's see. Yeah, you should be able to.
Where's Valaki on this map?
It's a little further.
Right
there
under
it is.
Lake Zarovich.
Yeah, I see. Why do we want to go to Valaki? We don't know anyone there.
We're gonna eventually probably go through all of these 3 places because we're trying to collect all these things before we go find Strahd. So I think she mentioned all 3 of the places because we need to meet people in all of the places. So
Yeah.
that's my
She
guess.
said it basically boils down to you need to find 3 items. And you need to find your person. Well, maybe you can defeat him without help, but there is someone that will help you.
Can I do a history check to see if I can remember in Sword Coast history of a civilization disappearing or a whole city or whatever, whole area disappearing? Or
yeah, go ahead. Okay. You do not.
okay, long shot.
Yeah. It was
I go
long.
with option 3. Option 3, we
What
just
is option
go
3?
cross this river. Or actually, no, just take our horses up to this castle, knock on his door, let me play some of my tunes to Strahd and convince him
My head.
so we can get
Or
back.
option 4 is that we do not allow the dwarf to make any group decisions.
I am going to put him in a barrel so he cannot do any more damage.
I assumed that we already decided that like way before we started traveling together anyway.
So what exactly is in Barovia that we need?
Well, you
Okay,
don't
so
know.
we
You haven't
are-
explored it.
Okay. Didn't we come through there?
Yeah.
We didn't stop though.
We
were-
chose not to stop.
That's right.
No,
but
'cause
It
that's
was
where-
all spooky, and the dwarf was scared because he saw
That's-
his corpse twisting in the wind.
Yeah.
first of all,
That
it was an action.
actually after that.
But we don't know that.
It was an action figure.
All right, yeah, let's go. We can check it out.
I think we should go Village of Barovia.
Yeah, I
On
agree.
to Barovia.
Okay. Well, that's good because we can continue then because I have read some of that. If we'd gone elsewhere, I haven't read anything else.
So she said that Strahd was a vampire, correct?
Yes.
Do you guys have garlic here, Madam Evian?
Would Arcana or my alchemy help with understanding what would be best to use for a vampire? Or are there specific things that we need specifically for him?
Well, she tells you that you need these specific things. You may need other things to survive in here. Mirari, was there anything else that you wanted to ask of her? Because I feel like everybody else has had a chance to say something, but did you have anything else that you wanted to do here before we left?
I'm going to look around and see if there are any trinkets within her tent that I think are worth looking at.
She has a multitude of trinkets. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? You said just something interesting?
Well, since my favorite enemies are undead, anything that I think would help in hunting and
Okay. You don't see any trinkets that would help you. There's probably something that would catch your interest, though.
All right, what was that? You got out.
There's probably something here that would catch your interest.
Mel, did you read the chat?
Yeah.
There was one who believed he could kill Strahd, and came very close, and he wore this silver 5-pointed badge. Maybe that will help you.
I ask her if we can take
It is yours.
I think.
She's kind of quick to give that to you, huh?
She's very giving to us, apparently.
Let's see. I've got something for you as well, Hawk. And she gives you a small book.
To who?
Is this worth anything?
Oh, probably not.
All right, I toss it away.
I'll pick it up.
Okay.
And I'll just put that in my bag and hold on to it.
Okay.
I'm going to roll persuasion. And I'm going to say, you didn't tell me before how many different or how many parties of adventurers you brought here before. How
Good point.
you have to have or know more about weaknesses of Strahd since you know so much of him. I'm not even sure how old you are. Probably older than me.
Well,
You have to have things for all of us that will benefit us in battle. If you want us to save you. You can't pay me. At least give me something of value.
He says, I've done the best that I can. What more? I don't know I can do for you.
Brother dwarf, she gave us these fine steeds so they can take us on our quest to kill the evil. Now may we be getting on with the killing of the.
He does have a point. We should kill the evil.
I'd like to be able to escape this plane, to be quite honest.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. That's please.
Hawk, look at it this way. We go, we kill the evil, we return home. All your adoring fans, you have another story and song to sing to them. How you triumphantly, one-handedly stood upon the highest mountain and smote the evil left and right from the land.
Why are you inflating his ego? We already have to deal with him as is. Why are you making it worse?
Because I want to go kill the evil.
I like this Forgrath guy. He's got good.
Hawk, you will have a story that none of these multitudes of adventurers before you could not tell because they were unsuccessful. You could have the story that none of them have.
The way that I see it is either you're being super nice to us, so that way we'll do whatever it is that you want us to do, which you're telling us is cure this place of a curse and kill Strahd or cure him or whatever. Or you're leading us to our death to feed him. But either way, we're going to have to do something about this, so we should start planning.
Okay, to the village of Barovia.
You know, what's in it for her? I'm just thinking out loud.
Well, at this point, it doesn't matter what's in it for her. It's about what's in it for us, which is getting out of this plane of existence and back home.
Well, she did say that she'll be free from this land.
And that could be a good thing or a bad thing.
And then she may want to, rejoin time again 700 years into the future.
Or she's Strahd.
Rika and I
Or
are
she's
walking
Strahd.
towards the horses.
Exactly, yeah. We're starting to move towards the horse.
Yep.
All right, so we want to head back
To the Barovia.
Okay, excellent.
I'm gonna try and check into her tent for any good loot that I find of value real quick.
You already threw away the
Oh
book.
my god.
I don't even care about the book. It's a book.
You didn't even read it.
I know all
He
my
doesn't
lyrics. I know all my lyrics already.
The answer you seek may have been within the pages.
I want two things:
There may be something.
Money
Let me double check.
and play mandolin.
Oh, I've got stats for her. I didn't know I had that. Excellent. Oh, I've even got a little thing that I can throw on the board. Let me try doing that. A little token. Oh yeah, she's cool. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that very well at all, but I tossed her on the board there.
I am very
yeah.
far away when he's doing this, just FYI.
Oh wow.
You'll have to share the Barovia map and the encampment map again.
Oh, you can spin your character to change the direction they're facing.
I'm seeing that everybody still has it. You may have minimized it, but I'll do it again anyway, just in case.
Yeah.
The map for the pool encampment.
Yeah.
Yes, the pool. Yeah.
I shared them both again,
Yeah.
just in case anybody got rid of them.
Yeah, I did minimize it, but I don't know where the little token went.
It usually
turns
pops
into a
up right
circle
by
with
where
an
you
X.
minimized it. And I think it's a good idea to always take and drag it over like underneath everybody's character. And every time you minimize it, it'll re-pop back up in that same exact spot.
Yeah, I'll keep all my windows open.
All right, let's see. All right, Hawk. You catch a glimpse of a sack that seems to have been slightly hidden. It catches your eye.
Ooh, sounds good. I walk over and snatch it with my little grubby dwarf hands.
Okay, are you gonna try to do this stealthily or in view of her?
A view of her.
Jesus.
I don't care. She's an old hag. Not even a fan of mine.
Guidance.
Okay, well he's not trying to be stealthy. He's just grabbing it.
Just going up and
Hold on,
snatching.
hold
I'm
on.
gonna persuade Hawk to not do that.
Good luck.
He succeeds.
No way. I'm gonna roll against that.
Okay, you're trying to convince him to not take it.
Yeah.
All right. Do a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom?
You can do deception. That's the same. Well, it's you would have gotten a what?
What my wisdom is
2 + 4. Yeah. So he does make a compelling argument for you not to take that, or to set it back down as she eyes you suspiciously.
You gonna set that down, homie?
all right. Evian, what's in this bag? Can I get it?
You did notice that as you set it down, like you could hear like the chink of jewelry inside.
Ooh, baby. Give me the loot.
But now he's convinced you to set it back down. So you're gonna.
So I put it back down, but then I ask her for it. Can I have this, Madame Avian?
I walk over there and I slap his hand. Knock it the fuck off.
You guys are terrible adventurers. You're supposed to take shit and get paid for it. If you're good at something, you never do it for free.
All right.
Well, you're not good at it.
All right. So this is what happens. She goes over and grabs the bag, and you notice that she kind of looks through the bag, and is like rummaging through there, and you're kind of watching her do it because I know you would be.
Oh yeah, leering.
Yeah, leering at her, and you notice that she picks out what appears to be the finest piece in the bag, and says, "Don't say I never gave you anything. Get out of here."
What is it?
It's a fine piece of jewelry. It looks like it's worth about 250 gold pieces.
Throwing it on right away.
Okay.
Putting it on my gold chains.
Okay.
Idiots.
Okay. So now, is everybody okay with leaving?
Yeah. He can have his cursed gold.
Better than some stupid book.
I got Voldemort's soul on this thing, alright?
Okay.
All right.
So you guys
soul.
are headed back to where you were before, and as you go across the bridge, Hawk, you notice that this piece of jewelry that you're wearing kind of crumbles and falls off into dust.
I told you. Got a cursed jewelry.
That's what you get.
Now you got dirt, and I got a book.
At least he's got something tangible. You got another story.
I've got a book,
Mad
I've got a
power.
book
It has
to write
mad
a story about how your jewelry disappeared.
Okay, so as you approach the village Barovia, let me bring back up my map here. Okay.
Def, we need horse clopping sounds.
Okay, you still hear the sobbing. It's the only sound that you hear in these streets. And we have a map of the village somewhere. Let me see if I can find that. Aha, we do. What? It's kind of big on my page. I'm a bit smaller. Did you guys all get that?
On the street? Yeah, it's loading.
Okay, so when you guys approach, this time you will be coming from the west side.
We're approaching from the west.
That is correct. See the road that kind of angles up towards the town from the. It would like go northeast. That would be the road that you would come up. And as you come up and round that first bend, you can hear the wailing. See the next street? It looks like it would be to the right there, the direction the wailing is coming from. Or you can go elsewhere and look around.
I think we should go to the whaling.
Mm.
I think we should go find some wine.
Let's go see what the hollering's about.
Yep, investigate whaling.
Well, I can't ride a horse because I'm a dwarf, so I'm on somebody's horse. Don't have much of a choice.
Oh, you could have got a pony. You could have got a pony.
After he tried to steal her shit, I highly doubt she gave him a pony.
I didn't do anything. My hands aren't even on the keys. Doing spells and shit.
Can you
so
point
as
on the map where we're going?
As you approach the sound, there's a moaning sob floats through the still gray streets, coloring your thoughts with sadness. The sound flows from a dark two-story townhouse.
That's where the circle is.
No, I did that. I'm sorry.
Oh, you did that? That's nice. If you move where that circle was, 3 houses to the south, that's where it's coming from. I wish this one had a... Yeah, that's it. You did that fast. Well done.
Nice.
Gonna have to teach me.
Perception check. I would like to see if there is any hustle and bustle going on, or if it is eerily calm.
You don't see anybody on the streets. You can go ahead and give me a perception check if you want.
Okay.
Wow. As you
Nice.
as you pass by, let's see. Oh, I got dice. All right, let me figure out what it is exactly you hear. There it is.
That's cool. All the knowledge belongs to me.
Not readily available on this document.
I hear something that gives me a lot of deep detail about the situation.
uh, catch the scent of death on the wind.
Can I tell what direction is the wind coming?
You're not sure, but probably from one of these houses nearby.
One or more?
Possibly.
Since my favored enemy is undead, I see if I detect the presence of.
Did you say?
Checking the presence of undead?
Yes.
Okay, and what's the range on that?
Sure where to find it. My favorite enemy is undead.
Give me a second. I'm looking up in the Ranger book.
Thank you. Okay, and let's see. Celestia, Rian, you also hear the sounds of skittering come from that first house as you pass by. This is as you round the corner towards the wailing.
This house seems to have something in it that doesn't seem to be. There was a lot of scurrying, and I'm smelling a lot of decay, like death. I think we need to be careful.
Okay, so for her, for Mel, her favorite enemy is going to be a survival check against that enemy. So she gets
Yeah,
just be
wisdom, survival.
huh?
It says wisdom survival check.
The check is
Check
survival, but it
favorite.
uses your wisdom modifier.
Okay. So,
Did you?
Mirari, are
So
you looking
roll
for
survival?
undead tracks, or what is it that you're trying to determine about the undead?
Yes.
Okay, so what it says for her favorite enemy is that she can look for intelligence. It says favorite enemy. You have advantage on
survival
wisdom
check
survival
to
checks.
Track your favorite enemy as well as intelligence check to recall information.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your survival, and we'll see if there's any undead tracks nearby that you can spot.
The dice favor us.
18. You in this area, you do not recognize any fresh undead tracks. I hear you, Sassy. You guys hear Sassy?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for now, she's the background voice of this whale that keeps crying out.
I want to know what's in this first house that's crawling around and being all creepy crawly. Yeah, we've got a house that's wailing. That's the obvious choice. But I would like to investigate the surrounding area to see what we're dealing with. Because if anybody hasn't noticed, there is nothing going on.
All right, so the wailing is coming out of the house that is circled. So the first house you hear in the skittering is the little brown shack next to it.
Is it that one, or is it the one across the street that's next door to it?
As you turn the bend, it's that very first house would have been on your right-hand side.
So the small brown one.
Yeah, the very small. Wow, it's gray on my.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whoever put that up there. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Well, then that's the one that I gestured to.
Maybe it's rats.
Okay. Well, that's a lot of rats. So what I would just like to investigate a little bit around us, just because going directly to the sound for me kind of feels like we're being lured in. And if we're going to be ambushed, this would probably be a good point to do it.
Okay. I'm with you on that.
I agree with my sister.
Whoa.
Oh.
I don't know. The moaning is pretty persistent.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't
would get to
stopped
you
yet,
after a
so
while.
pay attention to me.
Yeah.
Hawk, you put a token on there.
I did it, and it was like
Oh,
huge.
okay.
There we go. That looks better. Let me try this again. Whoa. I gotta get rid of that. You just used enlarge. Did you see it?
I'm not level 2 yet.
That is one of the things you can do.
Yeah, level 2, right?
yeah,
Just looking it
probably.
up.
Let me try this. Hey, there we go. Now we got little peoples. That seems more appropriate.
Yeah.
Rex.
Huh? What?
I'm going to use Eyes of the Grave.
Okay. And tell me what that does.
As an action, you can open your awareness to magically detect undead. And to the end of your next turn, well, since we're out of action, you know the location of any undead within 60 feet of me.
Oh, okay.
And that isn't not behind total cover, and that isn't protected from divination magic.
Oh. So, right. If it were in any of these buildings, you wouldn't see it then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, yeah, you don't see any undead floating around in your vicinity. Not to say that there might not be some behind these doors.
Yeah, because in-house is total cover, right? Yeah.
Right.
There, big lizard. I sense no undead.
Yeah, that doesn't quell that want, that need to know that we are not walking into a trap.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's always a trap.
So,
Or it could just be sick people.
Yeah, I don't think that sick people scurry. Maybe undead sick people.
I'm gonna let her stay in and keep crying until somebody goes to this building.
I'm gonna go.
All right, so you want to bust open the door and check this house on our left at the 5 on it.
You could knock. I
I'm
didn't
gonna,
hear us say bust
I'm gonna
open.
barge in a fiery blast.
Oh, God.
There we go. This is a minute.
I was gonna say like look in the window, but I mean, I guess I started this charge, so
So we're
that's all I
busting
can do
in.
about it now.
Go up to the door and knock and see what happens.
Looks like the door is over here on the.
I think
north
somebody went
front,
in, so we're gonna say go in.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm all up in it.
I cannot hear it.
Very
Tried to bust down the
obviously.
door. That is what happened.
Please tell
Please.
me that the door is strong enough to withstand
Okay.
I'll throw a spell, just a fireball or something.
and burn the house down and possibly the city.
Well, it could be doing a favor.
No, let's wipe out all of the townspeople at once. That's saving this plane of existence.
Okay, so are you guys able to open up the combat tracker?
Where's that at?
Cross swords.
Up in the top right corner is a combat tracker. It's the
Yeah.
cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to put your own character in there? Do I have to?
Looks like my dude's already in there.
Mine's already in there.
I've got Ryan, Rikamari, and Gabrielle already in there. So just the other three.
I think I can.
Sure, I can probably do it. I'm just curious if you.
I could not.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. No problem. Huh? Okay, that didn't work. Why did that? That worked. Try this also. That worked too.
So did you fireball into the house?
Yeah, let me see what spell I'll use.
What type of being is a ghost?
It's an
Spectral.
undead.
No?
Okay.
But that's not what is inside.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? What's going on here? Because it's like round 3. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
That's
I think they
because
were
we
just
were playing
practice.
around with it the other day.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a firebolt in.
So did you do a fireball or what?
Yeah. Do I need a roll for that? For a firebolt?
You need
Don't
to
do a
in the
fireball.
A firebolt is gonna
Burn down the
Yeah.
city and then char everything inside and then we won't be able to find out what the hell is going on.
He's a fire genasi. It'll be a controlled burn.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm not gonna let everything go to hell.
Listen, if you tell me when you go through your fire, because I got a song ready.
Oh, fantastic. Now, how do I get a 30 by 30 house? Because that's what we're going to need for this.
Or what?
We'll just do a theater of the mind. It's a 30 foot by 30 foot house that you guys stepped into. And everyone will need some initiative.
I knew it.
All right. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh, I know who's going first.
Oh, come on.
Oh, nope.
Net.
Yes.
All right, well, it looks like it
That's
added
20.
your guys' initiative directly to it, I think.
Yeah, look, Rika's first.
It did.
That is awesome. All right,
Well,
Rika,
there you
you
go,
step in the door, you bust in, and there are hundreds, if not thousands, of rats inside this house.
Ah.
Hmm.
Ah.
Scorch.
Yeah.
Burn it down. It's the only way to be sure.
I do.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I think I'll go ahead and cast a firebolt here. And wow, that's only for a creature though.
Yeah.
you got thousands of creatures here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are these like rats like trying to come at me and kill
Yeah.
me, or what's
Mistakes were made.
Hmm.
they're trying to do some terrible things, huh?
Yeah. Terrible things are
What's
about
your
to happen.
spells and cantrip?
Okay.
You get to react first, though, and you're the first one to step through the door. So You
I'm gonna
are lucky
I'm gonna
in
do
this way.
I'm gonna do a thunder wave,
Okay.
which is a wave of thunder's force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me.
Yep. So that will do a whole lot of damage because there are one, two. Say as you step in, there will be 4 swarms of rats directly around you, plus another 3 that you can hit with it.
Yeah, I'd like to mess all those dudes up and get them away from me. Let me. How do I? Oh, here we go. Do I do the cast? Or do I do the attack or damage?
I think you roll your damage, and I think they get a saving throw, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
Oh, look at there, boxcars.
So 12 points of damage, and then I'll roll a saving throw. Does it say on your page if it's a dex saving throw or what kind of saving throw it is? I think it's
Constitution.
On a failed save, a creature takes thunder damage. You must make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, con. Okay. Okay. So
Did you say you're going to do Thunder Wave?
Thunder wave, yeah.
All right.
Pushing all this crap away from us. I'm
Okay.
trying to hurt it at least.
So that first set made its saving throw, so take 6 points of damage, and you look like that wasn't very many of the rats. Second passed as well. These swarms look not very affected. Although it is probably the best thing that you could have done, other than closing the door and run away.
Mhm.
Let's see, third group.
That's called foreshadowing, kids.
Third
Hate
group
to
will
visit that
fail, so
moment.
you did full damage to the third group.
How much health do they have?
You killed about half of the rats from that group.
Oh, so, I see.
From that group.
Right. Yeah. I saw the rats.
It is a lot.
That's Lester. Mirari, this is your idea.
No, it was Rianne.
Rianne,
And
check it out.
the fourth swarm failed, so it will take full damage as well. Now for the fifth.
Oh my, so many
pass.
swarms.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. So that was 1, 2, 3, 5. Still got 2 more to go.
Holy crap.
That will be a fail, so you damage that one as well.
How many rats in the set?
Yeah, there was
7.
4 swarms all around him as soon as he opened the door, and then there was 3 more behind those that he hit. And then there's one additional one that you guys don't see yet. And they
So that last group wasn't invited to the party until you did that spell.
Right.
Okay, so now it's their turn.
Oh, great.
Okay, so let me figure out how to do this. So
In the background, I'm playing. Whoa.
You better
No
be
thunder.
inspiring some of us.
Save me, senpai.
Little thunderstruck for you guys. AC/DC. I'm making the best playlist right now.
What have we done letting him be a bard?
He's
I should have
embraced
been
the role.
DJ.
He's
I-
embraced the role at the very least.
I actually didn't get a
All of
chance
mine
to
would have
do
been heavy metal.
Highway to Hell. I had Highway to Hell when we were.
That's about what's
riding
going on
horses
right
back.
now. I'm on the highway to hell now.
all right.
I'm gonna save that when we're going to go see Strahd. I'm gonna save
Adrian,
that
do you remember
song.
how I targeted people before when we were messing with this? We learned how to target.
I believe it was in the game, not like on the map, but in the
Select one of our portraits.
hold on, I'm looking. I don't remember. I feel like it was in the combat tracker rather than on the map. And it was by selecting, like, there's little circles next to you. But right now, I can't see the enemies, so I can't try it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well,
Before, when we did it, I could see the enemies, so I could do it in the combat tracker.
Okay. Well, I set one inside the room.
I can't see anything besides us.
Really? You don't see an S on the board?
Oh, yeah, I see it on the map. I don't see it in the combat tracker.
Oh, right.
Okay.
In the combat.
I don't know.
tracker, I
Rika
see the
Mari
S on Rika.
Change to S.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that. That was a mistake. I took the S from the swarm of rats and dropped it on Rikamari, thinking maybe that did it, and instead it changed his thing in the comments. Is his image still on the page? Yes, it is. So, no harm done there. And I click on his token. Could just roll, but we had a better way of doing this though.
Randy, you're gonna have to patch me up. Or I want to die.
Now that rolled, but it'd be much better if I could pick a turn. How do I do that? Alright. Funny. Oh, okay. Alright. Sorry, figuring stuff out. If I drag the characters from the combat tracker onto the field, then their figures turn green instead. So that's probably a better way. I'll take all these people away from here. Right. Yeah, look at
How can I zoom in?
With
When
your
you click on
scroll.
the map,
Mouse wheel.
use a scroll wheel.
My scroll wheel is not working.
You could try using the little golden thing in the corner. That's how I move the map around. Maybe that'll help you. Click on it and then maybe not. Scroll wheel.
Yeah, I scrolled in a little bit.
I think it was Shift or Control and then click on the object and it attacks it. So I'm just dropping
Google.
these all over the place. You can still hear the whining in the background.
What? Sassy's still whining?
Yeah.
Oh, who moved me?
I did. Sorry. I got you back from the wrong token.
Is someone snoring?
It's my dog.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is that noise?
It's
The
the
rats
rat.
just taking
We got
nap.
a cat sobbing and a dog snoring. It's been a great adventure so far.
I thought it was my dog, and I'm like, what is that noise?
Yeah, Thor is loud.
Louder than Sassy?
It's pretty loud.
He snores loud. He snores louder than me, and I have him beat by like 250 pounds or something.
I don't know. I thought it was someone snoring, and obviously it is. It's a dog snoring.
Yeah, he's loud.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Alright, so now let me try this again. Oh. Oh. Try this. Hey, there we go.
What does the red mean on the swarms of red?
Oh.
Rika, you took heavy damage from the first rat
That's good.
attack.
Ooh.
Now the next rats. Try this.
Oh no.
Ah,
God, the
fumble. Natural one
the
on the second
rats.
attack. And then it will be Mirari's turn. I'm gonna let this cat out.
The rats, what happened?
You got bit the fuck up.
Yeah, but they only attacked once.
You took heavy damage, and then I think they rolled a 1, so now it's my.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Save me.
There
Is it my
are-
turn?
How many
Are,
swarms of
are you
rats?
mean,
Like
are you
8?
ready?
Yeah, he destroyed 2 out of how many ever you had.
Well, not 2 whole swarms, just half
Yeah,
of
that's
2
just
swarms.
halves.
Yeah. They're still all there.
Mistakes were made.
All right, grab him by the collar and pull him out and shut the.
So
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
I want to try to, use my athletics, grab him, and pull him back out and slam.
Okay. All right. You can do that. Go ahead and roll in athletics just to see. You make sure you can get actually a hold of him. Excellent. Well done. Okay, you grab a hold of him, but not before getting attacked by some rats.
Dun dun dun.
Hmm.
Wah wah.
So, try this. And I believe it is control. If you control and click on the character you're trying to attack, it will target them, and then you just take the attack roll and it says at that person. So a swarm tries to hit Mirari as she closes the door, but misses. Now the door is closed and you hear just the clamoring of the rats all up against the door and everything.
Needless
Soaking
to
wet
say-
and pissed off.
Needless to say, we were not welcome guests in that house.
Nope, that house was full of rats.
That's not good.
Yeah, look at all those S's.
That is a lot of rats.
So a lot of rats. Oh my god, I hope they can't bust the door down. Let's go. Let's hurry up and go to that other house where the wailing is coming from.
All right.
I'm not sure that one's going to be much better.
Jeez. I'm hanging out.
What
here.
have we done?
God, do I got anything to. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe my music inspired them instead of us.
Yeah.
It would too.
Okay, as you approach the house, you notice that it's about 40 foot square. Seems to be boarded up and barricaded from the inside.
Okay. So there's no way from the front that we can see to get in?
You can try the door.
I'm going to go knock on the door.
I would like to do a perception check and see as I'm walking if I can see anything in the windows without saying anything.
Yeah, you don't see anything in the windows. They're all boarded up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
Okay,
knock on the
so-
door.
We need to go in this house, and the wailing's in this house we're at.
Yeah, the one that's circled. You can definitely tell the wailing's coming from there. Okay. Would someone like to try to open the door?
Nobody answered when I knocked.
Nobody answered when you knocked. The wailing, there was a brief pause, and then it started up again.
It looks like we're at the back of the house.
Yeah.
Are we in the back?
Yeah.
There's a back door.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get the dexterous ranger to open the door.
And a backflip out.
Really?
Yeah, really?
You've been volunteered.
Or the bard.
I'll go.
Yeah, send the bard.
I felt the
Someone
bar.
Swift.
There might be some fans of mine in this one.
I mean,
And then what'll happen is Gabrielle and I can take up positions on the left and right of the door.
Mirari, would you
Yeah.
like to open the door?
I could try to do it. I think I
I'll try to
might.
open the door.
I think I might have a better ability to do it.
Well, it's Morari's turn, so.
I'm up.
Are we still running on initiative?
No. Just I can't hear Mirari if you're talking over her. So, I asked,
Okay.
Mirari, would you like to open the door?
Sure.
Okay, fantastic. Nothing happens. But you do hear the moaning coming from, you see a stairway. It appears to be coming from up.
It's dark
Okay.
inside.
It is, there's some candlelight coming from upstairs.
Can I try to use my crowbar to open the door?
It was open. It wasn't locked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so standing at the door, peering in, with dark vision, what can we see?
It's kind of a drab house. Furniture looks fine, if not old. But it does look used. It's not like there's a large layer of dust on anything. Yeah, that's about all you notice.
Okay. Well, I say the warlock and I kind of saunter in and let everybody come in behind us.
Yep, sounds good.
Shall we?
There-
Okay, so head
Let's
up the
go.
stairs.
Let's us come into so when you walk into the foyer, it just goes directly upstairs, or do you cut to a living room or to a galley or anything?
There's like a short hallway as you go in, and then to your left, you can see a kitchen. And then around the corner to your right, you can see the steps leading up.
Can I use my perception to check for traps?
Sure. Okay, you don't see any around you?
Y'all are some paranoid fucking people.
Yeah, so
We're dealing with
let us clear the room to the right before going upstairs.
Okay.
Or actually, here, hold on. Let me recant that.
That's not the
Let's
kitchen.
send the dwarf up in there so that he can just look around because he's got better dark vision than we do, and see if he can spot anything hazardous to us.
Yeah, go dwarf.
I walk in and immediately start looking for a kitchen. I'm a little hungry.
Okay, there is a kitchen to your left. It looks like there are some food in there.
Nice. I'd look for some food.
Not a bad idea. It is kind of dinner time, but there is the wailing still continuing upstairs. So I don't know how well this food is going to sit while she continues to wail.
I'm going to yell from the kitchen to my party members outside, all clear.
Okay, we'll go in.
Okay.
Into the kitchen.
We better check out that other room too.
Okay, it's just like a living room downstairs.
Okay, and then I guess we should go upstairs.
Okay. Sitting in the middle of the floor sobbing is this lady.
Oh,
I'm not okay with this.
She seems to
Okay.
be clutching a doll.
clutching
Dear
a doll and
damsel.
sobbing.
Well, we already know what happened here, right?
Dear damsel, what distresses you so? How can I, Forgoth Godson, help you in your time of...
Okay. And what type of voice are you gonna be bold and say it kind of like you just did, or just kind of quiet? And how are you gonna do it? And then give me a persuasion roll.
More gallant.
Oh, gallantly? Okay, she doesn't respond. I need some more water.
Perhaps maybe this crying damsel that is obviously in distress is a little hard of hearing. Shall the dwarf try?
All right. Would anyone else like to try to talk to her?
No, I don't think the dwarf should talk to her.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea either.
I can give it a shot. I got persuasion. I'll do it subtly.
All right.
Did everybody get the picture of her? Because I only see 4 people up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I closed.
Oh, you
I
closed it
closed
already? Okay, no problem. Yeah.
I saw what you looked like.
Mad Mary.
I did a like a quiet question and a 21.
Okay. And what do you want to say to her?
Why are you crying?
Okay. Says that her daughter broke out a week ago, has not been seen since. Fears the worst.
Broke out.
Broke out from where?
House. She left the house.
You had your own child imprisoned?
In prison, no. Kept safe.
Why did she leave?
I don't know. Was protected here and safe. The Devil's Jaw probably has her now.
I want to try to look more closely at the doll.
Okay. You notice that the doll is kind of deformed looking. It
I'd like
has a strange leer to it. Wears a sackcloth dress.
Can I roll my Arcana to look at the doll and
Just tell me what you want to do, and then I'll tell you what you.
I'd like to check the doll out as a magical item.
Okay, so check to see if there's any magic. Okay, so yes, Arcana. You don't think that there's any magic to
That's just an ugly doll.
How old is your child, lady?
Says 14.
Has this child received her moon's blood?
Oh my god.
What?
Why? I suppose because he's a vampire.
Has this child matured into womanhood?
Is she menstruating? Has she reached reproductive age?
I believe so. Yes.
You guys, you should have let the dwarf talk to her.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah, I might say that.
How long has she been gone?
A week.
What is her name?
Does she have a boyfriend in town?
Gertruda is her name.
Gertrude?
No, no boyfriend, I don't think.
How long has your son been missing?
Daughter?
Daughter.
Randy, I know, damn it.
Have you tried looking for her?
Yes. Not safe out there.
Where, if she were to go somewhere, where do you think she would go?
Don't know. Maybe she went to get a new toy. She left her doll behind.
And you found the
14-year-old?
And where did you find the
It was the
doll?
only thing she had of value. Why would she leave it?
And the doll, where did you find it?
Found it in her room.
Think really hard. How was the doll found? Was it lying haphazardly on the bed, on the floor by the windowsill?
No, it was tucked into her sheets next to her pillow.
And her means of escape, which way did she go out?
She pulled one of the boards away. I don't know how she had the strength from her room, and somehow climbed outside the second story window, and somehow did not fall and hurt herself.
It's a lot of somehows.
May we look through the room?
I want to search room.
Okay. It's a very small room. It's like about 7 by 7. There's just a small bed. And like she said, there was no valuables, just a small side table with a little cup there for a candle. Just a few clothes, all kind of drab looking.
Anything around the window?
You see that it's just got the boards have actually been put back. Mentioned board missing. like she's nailed it back in.
Why are your windows nailed up?
So the devil's Strahd doesn't come get me.
Oh, I heard if you pour salt around the windows, it helps.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's going to help keep daughters inside, though.
Can you go look for her?
And you know none of her hangouts are maybe perhaps as you as a small young lass, where would you go to hang out? Or to meet a boy in secret?
Oh my god.
So she describes, because I got a picture of her daughter, so she'll describe it to you. Me? I think I got a picture. Yeah, oh man.
That's pretty hot.
Oh, all right.
Oh my God.
Yes, we will go and find your daughter.
Oh goodness.
She's kind of naive, so I don't know. Maybe someone, preyed upon that.
Yes, this may be our innocent. I mean, we will find your daughter.
That is great.
And she's not been spoiled by man.
Oh my god.
Don't think so.
Nor her brother, nor your husband. She is still a virgin.
There is no husband.
Poor
Just
Grath.
only me and my daughter.
Then this maid fair we shall find.
Great news.
How long have y'all been shut up in the house?
Always.
So she's never seen the light of day?
No. We go outside, but at night I make sure she stays in. Well, yes, we go through the village sometimes during the day, but yes, at night we must be inside.
And during the day when y'all are out shopping or meandering, are there certain curiosities that she goes to look for, or certain places that she frequently visits when you're out, or ask her to go by? You say like a toy shop, the blacksmith, the butcher, the butcher's boy.
Yeah, she does show a lot of curiosity, so just about anything might get her in trouble. I don't know anything specific.
Can you mark these places on a map so that we may do a more efficient search and not one?
Okay, so the building, that big building just to the north of you and to the right, that is Bildras Mercantile. That is an area that you could probably, that's an actual shop. And then if you go across the street into the other brown building, rather large, that is the tavern, although she shouldn't be there, but who knows.
Can you circle these?
Oh, I'm not. Oh, somebody's circling. Good job.
Is that, did I circle that one correctly?
Yeah, that's the tavern.
Oh, that one I circled is the tavern?
Yep. Right
Okay.
next
The
to
one immediately north of us is the mercantile.
Right. And let's see. If you go all the way to the north part of town, you'll see what looks like a cemetery, and then directly south of that is the church.
All right, I see the church and the cemetery.
And all the rest are just either people's houses or abandoned houses. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I found one more. So, all the way on the southwest corner is the Burgomaster's mansion, who is the town leader guy.
Okay.
All right, so I'm sorry, let me clear the map real quick. All right, so where the 10-inch circle is, that is the merchant.
Yep, that's correct.
15 is the tavern.
Uh-huh.
30 is the graveyard and church.
Yep.
And 35 is the mayor.
Yep.
Did I miss any?
No, that was it.
Okay. Sorry, Gabriel. Go.
It's all right. I was just going to ask if the tavern had rooms for the night, because I think we probably should start thinking about where we're going to stay tonight.
Right. Yeah, it is getting kind of late. Let me check. I believe there's got to be, right? If there's not, I'm going to say there is, because there's got to be a place to stay here in town.
I don't know. The first house we went to, it's filled with rats, so it's kind of concerning.
Right?
Why is your town so desolate for?
Well, just no hope. Well, people are scared and they stay inside for the most part.
Is there a sheriff who could go look for your kid? Because we got better shit to do.
No one.
Oh my god.
No one will help.
Excuse him. He's hungry. That's him
looks like
being a
he's
diva.
eating.
Somebody give him a Snickers.
I think he found food in the kitchen, actually.
He could probably go back to that house and get some rat if he wanted.
Right?
A little crispy rat, right? What a crispy. Oh no, it was thunder.
Well, that could still fry him.
Oh,
Before we leave her.
What's your hit
I
points
wanna-
at, Rika?
All right. Sorry, Rainey. Hold on a second. Mirari was trying to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Before we leave her, I want to ask if she has any items or even any advice that can protect us from the devil.
Excellent.
or kill a lot of rats.
Yeah, so I think this is probably a good spot to stop the night, because it's going to take me a minute to find what there may be some additional information she gives you right now. And I know exactly where you're headed next, to the inn, right? So it's probably a good spot to start and stop. And it's 5 minutes till 12, so kind of before we get into
Yeah, I
everything
gotta
else.
go to bed. I gotta get up at like 6.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
All right, so we get rooms at the inn. So
Well, we'll head
Rico
to
will
the
be
inn.
able to-
We're stopping right here. Next time we'll pick up with whatever more advice she has to give you guys, and then we'll head over to the inn to see what's going on over there.
So,
Sounds good.
Sounds good?
alright. Scene.
all right, well then here, Rika,
For what?
you get 7 points of your health back.
Nice.
Well, that's good. All right, thanks everybody. Anybody watching the stream, if you want to play with me,
I was watching the stream, but it seems like it is way, way behind us. Did you just now move it? Are you moving it now?
no,
The map?
haven't changed anything.
He's probably
Yeah.
got a delay on it.
Oh, like a 3
Well,
minute
yeah.
delay?
Yeah, it's always had a pretty extensive delay.
Huh.
'Cause it looks
Yeah.
like now it's going over exactly when I started talking about when I started marking the maps.
Yeah, so
That's
we've
like a
had
5 minute.
we've had we've had quite a few drop frames, so I'm not sure what that's about. So it may have been hard to watch for some reason. So I may need to adjust something. But anyway, anybody that watched, appreciate you watching. Don't forget to follow. That goes for all you guys too. Make sure you follow. I know Adrian has, and I know Randy has, but everybody else could follow because I need 50 followers in order to get to be able to do more cool stuff. So I'd appreciate it. But thanks everybody. Have a good night. We'll try to be back next Sunday. Is everybody good?
Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds great.
All right.
Mandolin is ready.
All right.
Yay.